1. Habits. 2. Sperm damaged. 3. Sexual transmutation. 4. Unconscious attraction. Part 1. Habits. Two great books you can find on Audible are Atomic Habits and Dopamine Nation. I recommend listening to them 15 times each. Many YouTubers share information based on their own experiences and muscle movement. A person's habit is directly linked to dopamine, the pleasure molecule. I believe in modern times, most people don't have a purpose. Survival is not a high priority. Easy access to stimulants that push your dopamine to unnatural levels, over 500%, is extremely addictive and forming most of your habits. The same habits and interests are different for a 14-year-old compared to an 80-year-old. The 14-year-old is worried about their style, while the 80-year-old is trying to figure out the settings on the remote. A habit can be positive and turn negative and consume 90% of your habits. Here is an example: spending hours in the gym, getting huge muscles and a big body. You have to question the purpose of this unless you plan to be competing in sports or lifting concrete bags all day and chopping down trees like a lumberjack. Most of the time is directly linked to the dopamine and ego boost. Many of the YouTubers talk only about muscle movements, one-time things, and women's attraction because in their minds, they're seeking pleasure. The weak beta male has a low percentage of good habits because they don't want to give up their pleasure and are addicted to dopamine. The high-value male simply has a higher percentage of good habits and is disciplined over the long term. He is giving value to other people in the form of pleasure to their senses in the physical and emotional world. If you want to build real confidence, take cold showers every day. Even the military knows about the benefits. Think of your habits as a Rubik's Cube. The green percentage bar represents all your habits. You pull out one habit, give it enough focus, and then put it back in. 90% of your overall cube needs to be good habits, and 10% can be bad. That 10% needs to be spread out over months. Every so often, you might go to the club, have a romantic encounter with a girl, or have a business deal where it would be more appropriate to drink alcohol. If you are on your semen retention journey, you need to stay on the journey until you can manage for months at a time, ultimately making these habits a lifestyle. Physically move things out of your environment and put time constraints on them. All bad habits start with a thought. It's just a thought. Let it pass. Don't put physical action behind bad habits. I listen to books often. Atomic Habits, Dopamine Nation, Atomic Attraction, 3%. Man, Corey Wayne, Models, Mark Manson, No More, Mr. Nice Guy. Like I said, you have to remember, most of these people are just sharing their experiences and simply muscle movements and not your habits. Part 2. Sperm damage. When your body is born and during childhood, it tends to lean towards a more feminine state until it starts producing masculine hormones in sperm. Most of the things we consume and use can be toxic and can harm our sperm and hormones, pushing us towards a more feminine state known as estrogen. This can make men feel weak and lack a masculine aura. Additionally, when we ejaculate, constantly pulling resources from our kidneys, skin, hair, and other organs, including the brain tissue, to produce more sperm. Our diet can play a significant role as well. For example, for your body to get 10 milligrams of boron, you would have to eat 40 pounds of carrots. Pasteurized milk contains no minerals. Most foods have steroids, meats, eggs, and very few minerals for healthy testosterone. Consuming chemicals, soy, sugar, processed foods, alcohol, and weed can also be absorbed into our organs, where our sperm pulls nutrients from your body. Skincare products can also be harmful to sperm. Most shampoos contain sulfate, BPA plastics, toxic oils absorbed into the body, as well as in sunscreen, toothpaste, polyester boxers, and other man-made products. Microplastics from water bottles have been found in the testes that are highly estrogenic. There is a study that indicates that if semen is kept in the body, it completes spermiogenesis after approximately 75 days. After this, the process reverses, and nutrients begin to be put back into the organs, which causes changes in the face and eyes as the DNA begins to repair itself. A scientific study also revealed that when sperm hits the egg, it creates a zinc spark, a flash of light. This suggests that sperm has an electric field that holds energy, which might explain why people feel an abundance of energy. This topic will be explored further in the last point. Most people are deficient in essential nutrients. Imagine what might happen if you could provide your body with all it needs. My diet primarily consists of natural foods and fruits. I have researched how to improve my health by watching videos from channels like Boost Your Biology, and have cut out everything from my diet and skin that damages my health and is estrogenic. Here is a list of supplements I have been purchasing on Amazon. Cystanche tubulosa doubles your sperm and protects from the damages of BPA. Icarian 90% with pine bark capsules from the company Lift Mode. GNC Megamen multivitamin, zinc, magnesium, pine pollen, tribulus, L-carnitine, L-arginine, L-citrulline, fenugreek, vitamin B6, boron, American ginseng, akakara root, ashwagandha, MCT oil, soft gel capsules, vitamin A and E, K2D3. Furthermore, a study showed that regular direct sunlight exposure increases testosterone by 150% and by 200% directly on the testicles. Cold showers are amazing for your skin and dopamine receptors, rebuilding the neural pathways. In conclusion, it's far more important to focus on raising the nutrients in the body instead of counting the days on semen retention. Part 3. Sexual Transmutation. After 75 days, we know the sperm has built energy, and the quality of your sperm is pulled from the nutrients of your body. We also know that the sperm has an energy field to it. When is held in the body for 100 days, it creates an energy pressure. Energy rises, like steam pressure, and has movement. The testicles are called genitals because they're like a generator. The lower chakra spine is like turbines propelling your energy. The semen is stored in a tank or a balloon building up in your body. Only two outlets that this energy can escape from are to ejaculate out the front or go up the back of the spine to your organs. Pelvic floor muscle that controls the flow of urine stream. Think of this muscle as a doorway to your sperm tank. If you've been masturbating for years, this muscle is extremely weak, and this is why you have nocturnal admissions and pre-ejaculation during sex, even if you do pelvic floor exercises. The muscle known as a Kegel only strengthening the valve and building up more pressure to explode. Note, in most men on the semen retention journey after 75 days, the semen is just simply sitting there, not being moved and transmuted throughout the body. The chakras haven't been used in years. No pressure buildup to activate. The sperm is not flowing and getting reabsorbed back into your body and organs. How do you transmute this energy? Resources. A guy named Jonathan White. His video on reverse Kegel. You may need to research a diagram of the pelvic floor muscle. A Kegel or a reverse Kegel is simply moving the pelvic floor muscle out or in. Clench your teeth and breathe air in through your mouth to your belly. Fill your belly with air like a balloon and hold your breath. 1. Push the pelvic floor muscle out. 2. Slowly pulling the muscle back in. 3. When it's all the way back, in releasing the air out of your belly, repeat the entire process. Think of the pelvic floor muscle as a rubber band or a piston pushing the energy up your spine. You are moving the energy out of your tank and into your body, and more semen can be produced through supplement vitamins. Through this process, your energy becomes manageable and reabsorbed. The vibration energy field known as your aura. Part 4. Unconscious Attraction. We know that sperm has an energy field and the ability to create life when sperm is reabsorbed back into the body. Your aura, your energy field become expanded. The electric signals pulse primarily in the heart, and brain sciences have measured this electric field around the body. The average man with low sperm count is about 5 to 6 feet. Scientists say that there is enough atom energy in 5 square inches of a person. It would power New York for 10 years if they could harness the energy. I believe the more sperm you have transmuted back into your body, the bigger your energy field is. Just being in the presence of your electric field can charge up another person. Years ago, I would have said this was just placebo or science fiction, until I experienced my energy change and event story time. At this point, I had been retaining for 8 months. I went to watch my nephew at a regional track meet. Keep in mind, these are some of the best athletes state. and the competition is high. A girl from our team was standing near my nephew. I didn't know her real well, and she was an average athlete of best. So I decided to talk to her. We had a great conversation. I joked and said I woke up early this morning just to cut the grass because I know you're so fast. She had a big smile on her face. The race is finished, and out of the 400 athletes there, she set a new school record and won first place in the 4x4 hurdles and the 100-meter dash. I didn't know her dad real well. He came over and remembered me and seemed like he wanted to be in my presence. Your energy is so powerful you can charge up other people and change events. Many people talk about the law of attraction, such as getting money, material stuff, and women's attraction. I believe the energy field makes people feel alive and they move close to you. Why do people stare? The man has an electromagnetic field being produced from his sperm, being reabsorbed back into the body. Your heart and eyes carry the high current of this electric field being projected out. In the environment, I estimate approximately 30 feet. The woman your brain is made up of electric signals. I believe when she is near this energy field, it stimulates her brain releasing dopamine, oxytocin, and adrenaline, overwhelming her brain and causing her to go into subconscious trance. These are the signs she's trying to manage this nervous energy, turning her face away, playing with her hair, talking too fast, smiling, laughing, shaking her foot, looking submission. A woman desperately wants to feel this energy and have sex with a man. But 99% of men are empty and are living in a conscious world such as money, car style, and status. Man-made products have very little importance in the woman's mind. She is more attracted to subconscious, fertile sperm. As a woman, her whole biology is to reproduce. The pheromone androstenedione, one your body makes from only high content of sperm, is released from your sweat. And the pores of your skin, when smelled by the female, a lot of information such as sperm, health, good DNA genetics, and vitality. This pheromone, just 15 minutes, can make a woman feel euphoric and drop her resistance to a sexual encounter. Women are very emotional. Emotion is just a feeling when they get into the presence of your energy. This creates an emotion in them. There are two categories of how women will react to you. 1. Your high energy field makes them feel wonderful, charging up their mind and body, creating an emotional connection, making them submissive, pushing them towards their biological feminine state to submit to the higher energy. 2. Some women feel your energy, but they have suppressed their emotions for material or psychological reasons. This emotional feeling scares them and makes them feel uncentered when passing you in a social circle and having a stern face, or our rude conversation cutting you off in mid-sentence. These women have a crush on you as an adult and don't know how to handle this emotion. Why do men ignore and want to fight you? Without the semen energy being transmuted back into their body, they feel weak in a feminine state. Of course, they don't have the biological receptors as a female, so they try to test you emotionally in the hopes of making you angry and losing your energy. The man produces a positive charge, and the woman is the negative charge receiving the energy. When you walk into the room, amplify this massive energy. This causes the other males to feel a lack of energy power and influence. He is weak. This causes a negative emotion in him, so they try to pull you down or hate. Of course, this is burning up more of their energy if you want to feel alive again. Fix your habits, fix your testosterone. Feel free to share this video or make your own version with this information.